Okay, welcome to Warrington, Ashton Sims. What are your first impressions?
Loving it, yeah, it's good. I knew it was going to be cold and wet when I come over here, but I'm a pretty black and white kind of guy. If it's cold, put a jacket on. If it's hot, put a singlet on. So it doesn't really bother me, the weather.
Unlike a lot of our previous overseas signings, you've had a little taste of playing here before.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, and that was part of the decision coming back over here. I really enjoyed my time in the World Cup in 2013, and once I got the call off Tony Smith, and he asked me if I wanted to come over and play for Warrington, it was a pretty easy decision in the end.
And you've had another run out last night against Widnes.
I did, yeah, it was good.
I've seen the photographs. You look as though you're quite involved.
Yeah, no, it was a good, solid game, and it's good to get rid of a bit of the rust, and we've got one more trial match before the start of the season, and it's good. We're looking to hit the ground running.
I've been doing a little bit of homework on you and your family, and you're obviously from a rugby league family with two brothers and a sister who've played the sport.
Yeah, that's right. I've got two younger brothers, Tarek and Corbin, down at the Newcastle Knights, and my sister played for Australia. So we're quite a sporty family and a very competitive family, but I think that's what spurs each other on.
Has it always been an ambition of yours to come over and play here in England?
Not until 2013 World Cup. In 2002 I come over here on a Australian schoolboy tour, and I absolutely hated it. I truly did.
Was that in the winter?
Yeah, what's that?
Was that in the winter when you came there?
It was in the winter. Yeah. It was just before. Well, it wasn't in the winter. It was just before Christmas. But in saying that, we were staying at youth hostels and these rundown hotels, and we lost both games against England Academy, and I just thought, I don't know how people live over here. I truly don't. But then I come back last year and I had the absolute time of my life. So. I'm so glad I come back over here and brought my family to experience what, without rugby league we probably wouldn't have experienced before.
So we can thank your experience with Fiji in the World Cup for you coming over to Warrington.
Yeah, most certainly. Yeah. It's I had an absolute best time last year. We stayed at Bolton Stadium, there at Reebok Stadium, and I love my 5 weeks here, and wanting to come back was part of the decision to sign with Warrington.
Do you see the English game different to the Australian game?
Not from what I've seen, no, not really. I think I think it's really tough and rugged kind of rugby league over here. I think there's a lot of teams now who can vie for the title, and I definitely looked at Warrington as being one of those teams, and that was part of the decision why I wanted to come over and play for him. Was I wanted to come over to a strong club, and after talking with Tony on the phone and him wanting me to come over, it was a pretty easy decision in the end.
Now you're here for 2 years. What do you hope to achieve in those 2 years?
Success is the big picture, but just building good solid relationships with the players and everyone and the fans and people behind the scenes as well. But if you create a good environment, a good strong environment where everyone's going in the right direction, success will come, and so will silverware. So we've got to start at the bottom, start with us, worrying about us and the culture of our club, and I think the on-field stuff will look after itself.
Have you seen Warrington's performances at Wembley and in the grand final?
I have, yeah. I got to. I watched the semi-final loss last year and the grand final loss the year before. So, but I know they've won the Challenge Cup a few times in the last couple of years. So, it's something we're striving towards. But we've got a lot of work before that. But that's definitely the big picture.
Back home in Australia, which means the most when you're watching the rugby in this country, the final at Wembley or the grand final?
Good question. I always thought the grand final of the Super League grand final, but talking to the guys who have played in the Challenge Cup and won it, they said that's the best week of their lives, and so yeah, it's a hard one to pinpoint. It'd be nice to win both.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Warrington have gone 2 years without winning any silverware now. Do you fully expect, with the new signings that have been made, not putting any pressure on you there, that they can get there again and get some silverware?
As I said, it's going to be baby steps. It's going to be baby steps at the start. We want to be we want to build that real strong-minded culture around here, and hopefully, with the addition of a couple of new guys, we'll maybe keep the club running in a successful direction, which it is already. But hopefully, we're just a couple of little tweaks here and there, which can put us over the line.
Now you've brought your family over with you. Have you settled in well?
Settled in really well. Yeah, kids are in school and wife's in routine. So what more can you ask? It's everyone has to wear a jumper doing it though.
Now have they assured you that it does get warmer?
Yeah, well, I've heard not too much warmer, but as I said, we're just glad to come over here and to experience something while the kids are quite young, and that we've come to a great area of England, and we're really glad we made this move.
Okay, Ashton. Well, I wish you luck for the season ahead.
No worries.
And no doubt catch up with you sometime during it.
Can't wait.
Cheers.
Thank you.